What's more than this? I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? What's more than this? I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? I think this is as RNG as you can go. I could get rid of teleport. It just makes the deck so much worse. Nah, this is definitely it. This do be it, Chief. Nah. There's no way. Alright, this is pretty good, though. You have to run Beam Me Up in Valkster. There's no... I gotta run. Cosmic Scientist? It's just so bad, Hunter. You just have no turn 2 play. 0. Alright. So, let's make the deck list, and we are going to be underway. Love this idea, though. I did it my way. Regrets. I've had a few. Best way to live is without regrets. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make this thing a little bit bigger. Each and every byway, what's more than this? I did it my way. Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so we're gonna delete, select, none, save, reverse. Oh, what the fuck? No, that's bad. No, very bad. Canvas selection. That looks real good. Hi guys. This is a fun deck. This is where fun meets powerful. I don't know if I brought back Valkster. I guess I've been meaning to do that because it's actually a good deck right now. I guess I'll...
We need a leap!
Thank you, Tryhard72. Thank you, my friend. With the Twitch Prime. Bro's fully adulting. He has Amazon Prime now. Let's go. And roll it. There's still something wrong with this deck list here, so I'm gonna fix it real quick.
We need a leap!
It's like cut off.
We need a leap!
Hi, Fry.
Why does this not look good? Oh, because it needs to be a little smaller. I see what's going on. Hello to Yoshi. 2 months. Thank you, Yoshi. Good enough. This image just happens to not.
Hi, Fry. Long time no see. Hope you remember me.
Die Smiley, bro. Of course, you're one of the OGs. 47. You've subscribed 47 times. I'm gonna remember you, okay? That works. Thank you, Ich Mag Toast Brat Lol. It sounds like a password. Welcome to the Primary. Regrets. Alright, that's looking good. I've had a few, and so I'm... Alright, I don't know the words of the song. Why am I singing Frank Sinatra? Yeah, so I've changed my Patreon schedule. I do that on Tuesday nights now, so I'm kind of just freed me up to some time. It depends on my weekend schedule. When I'm in the Philippines, I have no time on weekends because that's the only time people are off of work. However, when I'm in Canada, I actually have extra time, especially because I'm single now. But anyway, yep, so we get in a stream going. Is this going on YouTube? If it goes well, it'll go on YouTube. Probably will. Let's do it, guys. Na 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 na. All right, let's do it, guys. Yeah, I know. I have to go full schlatt and do an official My Way cover and post it on the channel. Then all the Filipinos will murder me. That's just how it works. If you know, you know. All right, let's do it, guys. We're looking pretty good here. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are bringing back Valkster with a huge twist. It's the fact that we're running Conjure Synergy, the card that has been changed that I've really been looking for strong opportunities to use as Wormhole Gatekeeper. This is basically space time now. This is not only conjuring both players, a card that costs one less, but it works only for you that all the other cards you conjure do cost less. And this is going to be synergetic not only in terms of putting a lot of guys on the board, which is going to be useful in a deck like this that does defend by chump blocking opponents, and then all those minions dying and it charges a Valkyrie. It's also going to be super useful with the Quasar because your superpower is going to be free. And now Thinking Cap. See, Thinking Cap is a really cool card with Trickster because it's 3 tricks all built into one card, and sometimes the superpowers will draw even more cards, which will sort of count as more tricks. The problem always was using Thinking Cap with Brainstorm is that you don't have Teacher, which is one of the cards that really makes Thinking Cap good because he plays for 3 and then the superpowers cost 0. And also Space Time, which would make the superpowers cost 0. You know, Trickster with huge Giganticus, it's not like great because he doesn't have a lot of the small removal that are very good with Trickster decks. You can do it with Rustball with Teacher, but again, that means you have to have a Teacher that has a 1 health minion living on the board, which is tough. Now, we have not only a way to do this with Brainstorm, but it's with a 5 health minion, which is very difficult for a lot of plants to, you know, take out on turn 3 when you play this. This thing has massive stats, and it's just going to be more and more value every single time you get one of your conjures going. You also have Eureka, which can, you know, if you have 1 or 2 gatekeepers on the board, is going to be, you know, making all of these random cards that are going to cost less, and that can really end up being useful. You're getting 3 cards that cost less. It's just ridiculous. It's so much value. So the cards that are still running Beam Me Up, I kind of got this idea, by the way, from the Twitch viewer. His name is Strange Burb, so shout out to you. We're keeping the Bungee Plumbers and the Beam Me Ups. It's really good, actually pretty good against defense against ramp decks, because these will be taking out the Twin Sunflower and the Sunny Shrooms that we do see sometimes. Feels like plant players have gotten a little bit bored of that, thankfully, because it is really OP. We also have Summoning to defend. Dance Off is a trick which makes minions. Beam Me Up is a trick that makes a minion. This is a minion that makes a trick, so you're going to still have the core elements of Valkster. The rockets are going to be good again. No, you know, you don't run Fruitcake nowadays. Running Rocket Science instead to deal with Fig and stuff like that. Anyway, I've been meaning to bring back some version of Valkster to show you guys, because Valkster is actually buffed. The 3 cards that counter the old Valk Trickster hybrid is going to be Black IP, which is nerfed to the Ice Age. It dies to the Bungee Plumber. Triceratops, which again, also nerfed. And then the last card would be like Forget-Me-Nuts, which people still run a lot, but run it a lot less because Triceratops is nerfed. People are running, you know, less Guardian, and there's, you know, there's still going to be some Forget-Me-Nots that run in Amphibious and the other Guardian decks, but it's just not as common because it's not like every single hero is running Guardian like they used to. I guess the deck is still a little weak around Brainana, but you can really play around that, and especially because your finishers are happening with Mustache Monument, you don't actually have to teleport in your Valk or your Trickster to win. You're just going to be Mustache Monument, Valk, Mustache Monument. Trickster, this does 12 damage in 2 shots. This can do up to 20 or 30 damage in 1 shot, especially because, again, you're making so many little minions with your Gatekeeper, and then the superpowers are very often going to be giving you the small minions. Like, there's a lot of Infinity Clones, Backup Dancers, Summoning Bats, Neptuna Super. So really, the superpowers are kind of like the Valk Trickster hybrid cards. They're a trick that very often make minions, or at least draw you cards so you can draw into more minions. Let's get into the decks. Hope you guys enjoy, and we are going to do some bets. So if you think we're going to win 6 out of 8 today, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Betting our prize over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryEmUp. Really excited to show you guys this deck. So the mulliganing is going to be the same as always. You hard mulligan for at least 1 copy of either Valk or Trickster. Apparently, if you're mulliganing all your cards, you have a very high chance of getting one of them. I don't think you keep Mustache Monument in your starting hand. Gatekeeper you do keep. Once you have a Valk or a Trickster, the next card you actually want is Gatekeeper, because this is a really important engine of the deck. You know, not really a lot of anti-trick hat. I think this is going to be fine. Do we need a bungee? Alright, let's look for bungee plumber. Do we keep 2 of these? Alright. For fun, I'm keeping 2. Probably correct is to mulligan 1 away, but for fun value. And he's gone. Baby, bye, bye, bye. I guess I'll keep that in the video because I explained some mulliganing tips there. I don't feel like doing it again. Usually we cut those out. Sometimes, you know, once a stream, there's always someone who just, like, doesn't even decide. Besides, he's not even playing PvZ Heroes. Alright, so we're keeping Bungee and Beam Me Up to counter Ramp. I mean, you gotta look for a Valk or a Trickster, so we'll keep... I will keep Bungee, though, and we'll try to burn these teleports, or we've got Telepathy really good to draw into. The Valksters. Here we go. Another Bungee. Really just, again, trying to find a Valk or a Trickster here. Really important getting those in your starting hand early on. There's probably like a more, like, you know, random BS Go version of this deck that has like Cosmic Scientist and Unexpected Gifts. You could do that, but okay, we got our Trickster, so we can like relax now and take the 1 damage. This will charge our block meter. It really, though, you gotta run the Beam Me Ups. I guess you could take out Teleport if you want to start running stuff like that, but like taking out Beam Me Ups or teleports will make the deck worse, no matter what. So the inclusion of Gatekeeper, though, and then Thinking Cap, the amount of randomness and stuff that it really adds to the deck, and how it really makes you play the deck differently, because it's kind of like your early game is built around Gatekeeper. It's pretty awesome. So he went Cosmic Bean, Rescue Radish. Like, I'm just trying to think what kind of deck this is. So let's say it's Rescue Beans. And part of what I'm trying to figure out is, should I be using these 2 Bungee Plumbers here? We'll burn teleports against Rose. Okay, I'm gonna play 1 of these, I guess. Our timer just slowed down a lot when we... I don't know why. Okay, so Gatekeeper into maybe Bungee. I really want to just try to keep a Bungee in case there's an Admiral Navy Bean. That's fine. See, the way this works is that it looks like every card he conjures is going to cost 1 less. That's not the case. He's just playing so many Cosmic Beans. It's not going to make every card he conjures cost 1 less. It's only the card that start of turn that Gatekeeper conjures for your opponent costs 1 less. But all cards we conjure, even if it's not the card coming out of Wormhole Gatekeeper, that most certainly is all costing 1 less per Gatekeeper that you have on the board. I did Bungee that because this is a really important card and we want this to live. We're going to go for Thinking Cap here. It's the last turn we can safely play it. And we'll go for maybe Barrel Boy. Man, getting this at 5 cost, though. Should I have spammed this? It's so good. Now, but Thinking Cap is going to make the Trickster cost, like, down to 4. It's so good. It's so good with Gate. It's so cool that because every hero can now run Thinking Cap with Gatekeeper. It just made Thinking Cap a card, which is so... I'm so happy because it's such a fun, very powerful, too. Great with Trickster. Oh, boy. All right, so opponent put a bunch of threats on the board. We're going to see what we can get here. That is not it. Not it at all. A Bungee Plumber grabbing third one would be nice. We grab the Trickster. So, I guess our priority is just like blocking this. It seems like some of these cards he might have gone from... I got this from Cosmic Beam. I guess it's not going to say conjured from Gatekeeper if the Gatekeeper makes it. They haven't added that extra text in the game yet. Yeah, I don't know what this Rose is running at all. It's just Cosmic Beam spam so far. We do have to start playing around Brainana. I think this is a pretty good play here. I'd really love to play some more tricks, get these Tricksters going, but I don't think we can really afford it. I'll probably just burn the teleport to cycle the deck and get the Tricksters here. So that's going to go down to 0. I also really want to deal with the ramp because it's just making him do so much. The opponent's playing some kind of RNG. He's playing some very, very random bullshit go Rose deck, which is great. As long as we're not playing ramp into Brain Nano, we should be fine here. So that's Barrel Boy getting it done with his little extra health. So now what? So we can take the 12 damage to face, which is pretty good. I think I'm gonna actually go 3 and then Thinking Cap, and then we can really play the Tricksters for even cheaper here. Let's see if we get Dragons. This doesn't feel like a guy who's running Brainana and Dragon in this deck. Just saying. Yeah, this whole board on both sides has just been 2 pile decks basically playing against each other. I guess that's sort of how this deck plays out until... I think people really will start seeing the Gatekeepers. They're not seeing any Barrel of Deadbeards. They're not seeing like the classic Valks and Trickster cards. So they just think we're running an RNG deck and then you just roll them with the Valksters. Anyway, alright, let's see what is in the box here. I love this, because now this Trickster is going to cost 1. This one's going down to 6 here. And that's if we don't conjure, you know, any HG superpowers that can give us more tricks and all kinds of stuff like that. Getting HG superpower with Gatekeeper is ridiculous, because then the cards it conjures are cost 2 less. It's crazy. I'm gonna go with... we could go Beam Me Up safer, but we should have some way of dealing with the ramp. No, we don't! What is this? What is happening here? Alright, well, we'll heal. We couldn't even play this one. I guess we can evaporate the Power Flower. I really wanted some way to deal with the ramp, but I guess that's not happening. We're so milled. I don't know. I mean, it means that we're not drawing a card, but just making us not have any board space right now, I don't think it's right. So we're going to go 3-2, and then we'll still have 2, 0, and 1, perhaps. Let's just try to score here. You have to do 20 damage to your opponent's face, so we'll take an easy 12. So, Evaporate, Beam Me Up, I guess. Not great. It'll keep the Gatekeeper alive, though. You're going to have a lot of games where both sides of the board are full, and then both people's hands are full. It's just how this plays out. It's nicer running the, you know, the Thinking Caps and the Rockets and Bungee Plumbers to clear lanes so you can get a lane for the Valk. Maybe there's a little anti-synergy there, conjuring your opponent cheap minions, and then needing open lanes for Valkster. But definitely worth doing the deck here. So we'll go for Evaporate, I guess. Bungee? Something? Beam Me Up inside? I wonder if we spend the Beam Me Up or just the backup dancers. This will be better later. If we get like a... It doesn't really matter. If we get like a Valkster, a Valkyrie, I mean. Each and every highway. I think we're just burning teleports here. We have 3 rockets. The opponent hasn't put anything big on the board yet. We are taking 5 damage in lane 5, though. So that's a lot. Sort of. I wish the opponent would start playing some bigger minions. Gargolith is a really, really cool Conjure. We can actually play Gargolith and Thinking Cat. Question is where? Guess here? Really hard card unless the opponent's running Grave Flag. Hard card for them to deal with. Let's see if we can get this rocketable, please. I need to spend my rockets, yes? Guys, it's Nerf. The old Plucky Clover that only had 1 attack. It wouldn't have been, well, he's gonna play it again? It wouldn't have been killable. But now it is, because it had 4 attack. But anyway. Watch, this one's only gonna conjure a 1-drop. Watch, watch. Oh, even better. Alright, so Gargolith stealing block meter is actually really cool. So we got 2 options here. I mean, it's either Rocket, which guarantees kills ramp. I really like this Thinking Cap, though. We could just Rocket this turn and Thinking Cap next turn. There's not a whole lot that goes wrong. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can block the 5 damage. Because of Gargolith stealing. Just an absolute bandit. Yeah! Oh. Okay, hit us. Damn, we're down to 8. I don't like it. Quasar, so unuseful. We need a sport! Are you a sport? We could clear his entire life! Okay, so what if we get Thinking Cat? I mean, this is pretty good. Damn, I kind of wish I had that teleport back. Playing this next to a gravestone doesn't count. We could play Thinking Cap and theoretically get Iron Border, but I think I'm just going to play this because, well, it could beam me up. We're going to block this turn. Alright, I might as well save it. Let's try not to get brain added now. This is getting a little bit too close for we just need to open a lane up is really the whole objective here. So between Thinking Cap, Beam Me Up, and Rocket, we should be able to. This is tense, it's only game 1. Oh, that was so loud.
Friday added adds to PvZ Heroes, it's so over. It's like all those other games now. I just got an ad to some scam puzzle game.
But apparently if you, again, make even the smallest in-app purchase, it does remove all ads forever from that account. So I think it's like $2 or something like that to get rid of ads. It's actually very cheap. So yes, it's annoying. I totally agree. But at least there's a really simple solution, you know? A relatively cheap. If it was like $10, $20 to do it, yeah, that would be really annoying, but... Alright, well, the most anticlimactic finish to a game ever, but we will take the win. Yeah. That was kind of cringe. Keep it going. And here is a captain. Again, with the bungees and the beam me ups and the summonings and the backup dancers, really not a bad matchup at all. Wouldn't mind facing aggro decks. So, yep. Just looking for, I mean, do we get rid of this to try to find a Valk or a Trickster? I suppose we do. And it's gonna be gay. You can win without the without them, because sometimes this will just like conjure you Plank Walker or something like this, and you're just spamming so hard that you win. We really got very below average superpowers from the Thinking Cap. I mean, they were really slow and not useful. We got heal. Oh. I am going to... There might be a better Bungie next turn, like if he plays Wildberry. I'm not worried of him increasing the health of this. I'm actually going to take the 1 damage, the block meter charge, and be a little bit more proactive in terms of drawing into a Valk or Trickster. We got one, which is nice. So now we'll have... Now, even if we just end up bunging this, it's like... I'll trade 1 damage for 2 early charges on a block meter in this matchup. And here we are. Yes! So, not taking 6, definitely the priority. Gatekeeper really doesn't want to be charging this card up. It does die to Berry Blast. It's still a 2-for-1. You know what? And it also charges the Valks. It's so much value if he spends a Berry Blast here. And if he doesn't spend a Berry Blast, then we're making a good trade. We're not feeding... You know, again, we're conjuring him cards, so we're not going to have to deal with a 5-2 next turn. Now between... Anyway, the Quasards, the Rockets, we'll have a lot of ways of controlling him the next few turns here. I'd like to draw like either a Bungee or a second Quasard or a Thinking Cap here just to make turn 4 more efficient. A Beam Me Up would also be really good. Just Quasar Beam Me Up superpowers. The Gatekeeper unlocks so much stuff in this deck. We're just really just scraping the surface with it. Thoughts on the Cowboys trading Micah Parsons to the Packers? I mean, this is... My only thought is the irony how Dallas has made the 2 most controversial trades in history in the same year. Because the Dallas Mavericks traded one of the best players in the league, Luka Doncic, to the Lakers. And now the Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons, one of the best defensive football NFL players, to the Packers. That's my only thought. What the heck did he just do? So he played Sweet Pea Ultimate. Oh, that was brutal. So now what? We have all these. Okay, so we can block the 6, I guess. I am not feeling this turn. I think I'm going to just rock it right now, and then I'll go 3-2 with the superpower next turn. I guess that's the way to do this. He thought a long time about that play. He did, again, kind of burn his super there. Now, what are we doing? Okay. So the hardest one of these 3 to take out is going to be the 5-3. On the other hand, I sort of could be contesting both of these with the Gatekeeper Quasar play next turn. So I think I mean, we're blocking. We could get backup dancers that kills this. There's so many reasons. There's so many reasons to hit this one. All right. Like, block summoning will just be really good. Block backup dancers is just such a perfect answer here. There's summoning. So this will, unless it's Cat Lady, is always killing the 6-1. So we're in pretty good shape here. So now we'll go probably 3 and then Quasard here, and we'll still have a superpower to boot with a lot of power in our hand. Holy crap. So it's going to be you. Just the fact that we can play another card here. We keep getting healed. I need some control pieces. This is still okay. It's still a trick. It's hitting the Tricksters. It's giving us 20 health against clearly a very aggressive deck. That Repeat Moss was scary. It could have just died to a lightning bolt. I didn't really think about the fact that I could play a superpower there. But anyway. Alright, what turn is it now? It's turn 6. So I think 3+3 kind of opens up. Just, we're trying not to die here. And then once he buffs this card, which I'll probably like start playing Fertilize and stuff, at least we'll rocket it before it does too much damage. Or not. Bro just went full send with Poison Oak, but we had the rocket, thank goodness. So this card was conjured by the Gatekeeper, I guess. It's a solar card. It's kind of like hard to keep track. I guess I'm gonna stop tracking, you know, because this can give him anything, right? I'm still a little bit confused if... So this always goes here. Just trying to think if I should be committing a Valk here. It looks pretty good. Might as well stick one. I'm a little confused if this can give tricks. I just don't have a memory. It probably happened last game, I don't remember. But I don't remember this ever giving you tricks. It feels like it's always giving minions. Maybe I'm wrong, though. let's keep an eye on this and see if it will ever get. Obviously, there's more minions in the game than tricks, so let's see if it'll ever, either from the opponent or for us, ever be given. Like, this was probably also conjured by the gatekeeper. Well, you're annoying. I think we're holding on to this teleport here because we don't have Mustache Monument, and really, it's really good against Captain Combustible. No Forget-Me-Nuts. No Brainanas, no dragons. A very good insurance policy. Okay, so that trades well because of the Valk. I feel like we're still just chump blocking this. Now, we'll basically die to Espresso Fiesta no matter what. Which is sad. You know, I could play one of our Tricksters here, but if he has Espresso, he's basically doing 16. We'd have to roll double threes. I guess we'll just go face with this for now. And beam me up and chump block here and just hope and pray he doesn't have Espresso. Such a strong card. That's fine. Totally fine. We're mostly looking for... There's time to shine. We're mostly looking for a Mustache Monument. I mean, really, we should just win with this Trickster here. The block meter. Alright, so the opponent's down to 1. Yoink. So we could go Trickster, Bungee to face. And then we're playing into plant food. The other way would be to... Time to Shine's gone, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, this probably is right. We could go here, which plays around plant food, but... I'm just going with my gut that says take the 1 and 3 while you have it. And then otherwise, Bungee to face here should win. Just gotta dodge plant food. And conjuring some kind of heal, I guess, could be the other problem. It's all down to if he has a bonus attack. Or a repeat Moss combo. Does he have one more trick? No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't! Yes! Yes! We really lost it out. Oh, man. Real Potatosaurus is so hard to deal with. Brainstorm, man. Just doesn't die to tricks. I guess this deck is weak to Potatosaurus and Gravitry. Yeah, it really is. Especially Gravitry, because it kind of messes up, like, the Tricksters. But anyway. Alright, so, do we keep Rocket with the Trickster in hand against the Grass Knuckles? I think we'll, like, ditch one of these. We'll get... Our superpowers are our ones. You don't really need Bungee, particularly against Grass Knuckles. Yeah, having a Rocket in the pocket. Having a Rocket in my pocket should be useful. Having a Bungee would be nice here, but unless he has second click speed, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see what we get. There's the Bungee. Beam me up. Not a bad draw. Not bad at all. And he does have this crap. Oh, okay. So we have to deal with double click beats. It's just part of life right now.
We need a leap.
Thank you, Bookus. I turn off the sound real quick. Draw. I think I'm gonna make Bookus one of the banned words or something. I have to fight it somehow. Yeah, so I guess Gatekeeper, and then we'll go like Quasar, and we're playing from behind against double click B. It's just how it works. Forget-Me-Nuts is annoying. So annoying. Oh my gosh. Valk is such a good card. He's killing Gatekeeper. Ugh. Ow. I might have to burn this Mustache Monument. Oh, before the Gatekeeper dies, we Eureka. That's huge, because now this hand is going to be so much more playable. Okay? Oh my gosh. This is so cool. 0, this costs 0 too, once we get rid of the Forget-Me-Nots. This costs 2 now. So wait, this is turn 4. So we can go 2 plus 2? How do we play this? I feel like this, I mean, we can go 0, 2, and 2. Alright, I think that's probably better. And then we'll do the 4-4 like later. Guess this is right. In the box. Okay, alright. We need to stop getting healed. Stop! Okay, you know what? We're a little bit low on health. This is fine. This is totally fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Now what do I do? Do I bungee this? I guess the Moonwalker is kind of good here. So I guess I'll just bungee this one. Maybe I should heal. Yeah, let's just bungee it. I'd love to final mission Quasar, or whatever, Secret Agent Quasar, I mean, but... Did I call this final mission before? Okay. This Forget-Me-Nots is such a pain in the butt. In the butt. Alright, so we'll play this here, and then I guess we'll just heal. There's nothing else we can really do. Back up to 18 health. I guess it's okay. I just would really love to be able to rocket whatever he plays this turn. Opponent only has 3 cards. Dude, you're so annoying. Okay. Lily set up. So we'll spend 3 healing. These tricksters are coming though. This is brutal. These thinking caps are so unplayable with these Forget-Me-Nots. I mean, I don't know. Do I just like play this and then Secret Agent it? Just so we don't die to this Lily of the Valley? So sad. Maybe I should be hitting the Forget-Me-Nots. I just feel like I don't want my health to go down that much. Okay. Am I no, I'm not taking this off the board. We'll take the 6 damage. There's no way. Yes! Rolling a 3 and getting summoning there? Baseball, huh? Doesn't matter. Everything just trades all there. So that's fine. Yes! Okay, we're actually completely in this game right now. I could, but we have 4 Tricksters. I could just burn one now. We can also go for Thinking Cap. Probably going for Thinking Cap with these Tricksters is right. So let's do it. And hopefully he doesn't get 3rd. No! No! Oh, no! Roll 3s! We California rolled. I can't believe it. K? Holy crap. We just dodged the biggest... I mean, the fact he had Espresso with 2 cards in hand was crazy, but we actually just California rolled our way out of that, which is insane. So here's the Thinking Cap. Oh, what do we do here? I mean, just Mustache Monster will grab this one. Let's not develop anything. In fact, maybe I'll just freeze this, because we just want to go 6, 6, and 6 for the win, right? Does 6, 3, and 6 win? Oh, it does. So we are developing this now. We're just playing for Mustache Monument. I'm going to freeze this too, so we don't lose the time to shine on the block next turn. And I think we can play, like... we can almost play all of these Tricksters here. We should have him, so it's going to be 3, 3, and 1. We can actually play... We can actually do 18 damage to his face here, which is stupid. Yes! Yes! That was crazy luck. Bruh. That was so... Oh my gosh, I was going in the highlight comp. That was that was pretty crazy. We're in great shape. I'm loving the thinking caps. It's so good. Okay, so we got the Valk. Probably discipline, just look for a 1, but this is a fine hand otherwise. And we got our 1, yes. So the question is, how proactive do we play? I think in this matchup with this hand, with a Valk on the board, I'm pretty sure we just go full on here. Now, again, we're not going to get the discount from this Quasar, but just setting it up. We're saving 2 brains, just not wasting these 2 brains this turn. So really, summoning decides for being aggro, it's also just good to set up Quasar and just have this in our hands. So we can go now 3, 4. Zookeeper's not great, but maybe we'll conjure some pets and it will become better. Yep, so we're just spamming now. Regrets. Yeah, I know. We really looked at that game. I'm streaming on a Saturday, by the way, which is rare because I used to do Patreon Saturdays. We do that on Tuesdays now. Just trying to see how many people here. I have a nice audience. Not bad. Oh. Alright. So... I'd love to do Thinking Cap here, but probably dealing with this is better. I think let's just play it safe. We'll deal with the... Too bad that's not Squirrel. The Thinking Cap's not necessarily going to give us an answer to the 0-4, considering our luck today so far. The bad news is there's really there's no way to deal with this. I mean, these powers don't do anything against the health nut. It's a pet, though! I forgot. I think let's just chill. Teleports should be okay against non-brain nano heroes. And now this really is neutralized. This is fine. Play patiently. Okay, so now that this isn't that thick, we're now, especially with the Trickster in hand, this is when we're going for Thinking Cap. So we got Thinking Cap, Superpowers, and Rust Bolt Super. He doesn't like the pet's energy. Did we have another pet? Oh, too bad. Alright, so it's going to be Thinking Cap. We can correct this trade easily and counter the... Oh my gosh. Alright. There's a lot here. I think I'm going to use this here is pretty good. I just because I'm seeing Health Nut, I'm thinking Becanolith, so I probably want to save this. We also just top deck Bungee. I don't mind taking the 2 damage. The question is, what do we do about the freeze? Is putting more damage on the opponent's face a good thing here? I think I'm going to use the freeze defensively. It's such a strong defensive tool. And can probably represent a little bit more damage down the line. It also actually sets up a Valk or a Trickster going face. I don't think we conjured the card, though, because we milled ourselves. Whoops. We're both so milled. This happens so much. Okay. So now what? Just clog the lanes and play some defense here? Alright. It does feel like a Becanolith deck, doesn't it? So Bungee maybe for 3 damage. Should be good. Just feeding minions into the the Valk machine. Okay. See, like, now this freeze became a lot better. So I think now I'm gonna start think about using it. We're really looking at lethal now because we're gonna be down to 6. We got a Trickster locked and loaded. I think we still hold teleports. I wonder if there was a way to just make lethal. We're doing 3, proc the block. Nothing's like dying though. It's okay. We're at 14 health. Half a block meter. We're... No need to get impatient. There's Mustache Monument. So we really just want to, like, clearing this lane would be really good. So maybe we'll self-grow and then just make this trade and then Trickster. Any lane just getting cleared. But we're also doing 5 on his face. I think we got this in the bag. Really overthinking it. Blockbuster's fine, because we can still just smash. He's clearing the lane for us and not letting us charge his block meter too much this turn. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, yeah, we just let this happen. He's killing my... I don't know. It's just Trickster. Kind of boring. Yay, he's so special. But let's not smash anything because this way it's guaranteed lethal. Because we don't want another card hitting face. We're just hitting him once and then just Trickster. Too easy. Or Valk. We'll do it the Valk way. It's BM. Die in the environment. Such BM, I know. Devastating. Surprise, surprise. We're playing Valkster and we're 4-0. Hell yeah. La, la. Yeah, I know. This is just try not to mill yourself simulator. The whole deck. Here's Citron. I hate this matchup. So, teleports with Trickster is good. We gotta get something here. Alright, we'll keep one. I don't know what he plays with one attack on the ground on turn 1. Basically nothing. Alright, 2 Tricksters and a Mustache Monument. We also got some tricks here. And that is a Triceratops that, again, last year, at this date, this would have been a real big problem. And now it is so sad. Poor Triceratops. I'll try to bring a deck with Triceratops at some point. Yeah, guys. Guess I'm slightly playing around Shrinking Violet by playing this here. In case I want to develop something else next time. Yeah, I think Citron, between Sporticus, Forget-Me-Nots, Brainana, and Dragon, has like the most trick removal of any hero, right? There's Thinking Cap. Chester. Let's say Thinking Cap can give us at least 1 power that can deal with the 3-1, and then we're kind of off the hook. Wait. Okay, so the cards it gives him do cost 1 less. Yeah, so it's Conjured him this, and I don't know why that was confusing.
We need a leap!
So let's see what we get here.
Hey Fry, I'm the HG that ODQ after you walnut bullying me on turn 4. Love from Korea.
What? We played maybe before the stream. No one OTK'd me. Oh, from the YouTube short. Okay. Good game. Yeah, so we're gonna Eureka while this Gatekeeper's alive, even though we're taking a little extra damage here. These are very cool cards to get discounted, so we'll have to see it, and I guess we'll unmill ourselves by doing this. We'll still take 2 more damage. Bro's rolling all 1s and a 3. No Valk. I guess just going after Starchlord as hard as we can is the priority here. Question is, how do we want to do that? So 2, 2, and 1, 2, and 2 can do it. We could play this, but it's just a little bit easier for Citron to remove. I guess Gravestones he can also remove, though. In fact, we should probably be burning the teleport now. So I think I'll go teleport, Ghost, and like Grow or something like that. With 2 Tricksters in hand, and it's turn 5, so it's the last non-Brainana turn. We really just want to play as many of these tricks as possible. And of course, this bastard! Alright, we have the bungee. So, it's gonna be 2... Dude! Okay, we don't have the bungee. So I can go 2 and 3. I can go 2 and 3 is probably right, because these are going to be harder cards to deal with later. So we gotta actually just get rid of the Starch Lord at all costs. It's not a bad play, all things considered. But yeah, that Forget-Me-Not screwed us. I just have so much allergies since coming back to Canada, man. So now what? Defensive Trickster, I don't know. 2, 1, 2, and 1 something. Alright, let's try it. Try not to get Gravebustered, Brainana. That's so annoying. We're not running any Gravestones in this deck, but... Okay. Dude, you're annoying. He's just being obnoxious at this point. I could Alien News that. Thank you, Anfu. Okay, we should be thinking about lethal now, because really, this 4 should be hitting face. One of these will hit face, and we'll must... I think I am going to Alien News this. I mean, I guess bungeeing... We really don't want to see this. I guess bungeeing is more or less the same thing here. Alright, so let's just bungee, because now we'll open up this lane. But Mustache Monument Trickster... I guess if he blocks and then transmogrifies this into something with only 1 attack, that would be the problem. That would actually play around this. But, you know, basically, I guess California rolling, which is due because of karma. But we should, again, if we don't get California rolled, we do win this. Yes! Yes! Hell yeah. Once you roll that first one there, it's over. And we're 5-0. That's good. I'm so pumped to do this. I haven't been this excited about a deck in a really long time, so... Thank you again to Strange Burb for sending this idea in. Such a great excuse to use Gatekeeper with Thinking Cap to also bring back Valkster. It's a fun deck. It's also really fun when you have, again, it's still Valkster. I mean, it's still really some of the most powerful finishers in PvZ heroes. But it's so fun to be able to, like, just throw some RNG into that and have it be super fun, too. 44 months. Thank you, Dannyton. Welcome back. So, yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. I'll hold the teleport against Sir Grass. Against Sir Forget-Me-Nuts. Please. Damn it. I should run some Forget-Me-Nuts counters in this deck because it's so annoying. Please no photosynthesizer. Holy crap, bro. He's not even playing around Trapper, which is, again, you could also run... You could run like 2 Trappers instead of maybe 1 Rocket and 1, I don't know, 1 Thinking Cap, I suppose. Guess we'll play this. That's really cool because it doesn't die to Rumble. Oh, it's actually... and way above average summoning. Love to see it. Yeah, so we'll just... 2 really good trades now. At the end of the day, he did 2 damage and gave me a summoning, so... He did 4 damage, I mean, so... Kind of uneventful. If we can win these trades right now, we're going to be way ahead. The things that have been happening today is getting Forget-Me-Nutted every single game. And also just always getting healed from the, I don't know, the superpowers, man. They've just not been, and also just you're about to play, get superpower, about to have the Thinking Cap, and then they play Forget-Me-Nuts. I guess that's the combination of the 2. Alright, so he's going after, I probably would have played this in 3, because you want to put more pressure on the Gatekeeper there, I think.
Your stream is always entertaining and
Thank you, Miraclay, and thanks for being a real... Miraclay's been a regular, like, here, like, all the time, sending in decks at the end of the stream, so... Thank you for your devotion. So, we're kind of just limited to Bungie. I think we'll go, like, Bungie Beam Me Up here. But yeah, fine. Oh, man, he's so annoying. Is that 3? Oh. It is the day of getting... So I guess we'll save the Bungie now for next turn. And we'll just play the more exposed, like, this is kind of like playing on curve, I guess. We're only taking 2 damage. Honestly, this is still fine. It's just so annoying. At least he doesn't have photosynthesizers. With the Valk in hand, these minions dying is just value. It's totally fine. So in terms of clogging lanes, priority should probably be here. I just... maybe... I mean, Gatling, I guess. Gatling gets played into. I was thinking it's really just... We don't want to be taking damage this turn, so we'll leave the 2 and block the other potentially bigger card he has in his hands. Oh my gosh, Starch Lord. So, it's gonna be Bungie. We gotta do this and then draw cards. Has to be, right? Gatekeeper Quasar, I'd love to see it. We'll hopefully be able to get this Starch Lord here. So I think this is turn 6. So we could go 3-2 superpower. The other thing we can do is, like, assume the Starch Lord will grow 2 times. And then play and go for Rocket here. See, I could just go 2-3-1, which is really not bad. That probably is right, not developing the Gatekeeper. A little sad. But we actually have Gatekeeper Thinking Cap next turn. So I guess this goes here. Still again blocking the unknown lane. This... we got Smash! Does that change our plan? Well, if he plays like Buchanalith, we could... well... Alright, let's see what it does. Second Starch.
We need a leap.
If he plays just 1 route here, we can still smash Rocket both of these, which would be crazy. No Rocket. So now what? Thank you, Lucas. Alright, so we burn... oh, I really thought we'd be able to Rocket one here. So I'm going to teleport this. There's Bungie. Does that help? Oh, it does. Now both Starches die. Yes. It's fine. Thank you, Lucas, for 2 months from Brazil. Gracias? How do you say it in Portuguese? I don't know. I'm looking it up. Obrigado. There. So right. Wait, did he get Root Wall? So annoying. Alright. The starch continues. Now we can rocket this, though. So that's awesome. So this will go here. And if he doesn't play any roots, we'll Thinking Cap. If not, we'll just rocket. And maybe back up. Dude, no way. Okay. I mean, I probably have to take the 7 now, right? Is there a way of us winning here? Alright. We gotta take out the Bamboozle. A little sad. I guess we'll block the 4 damage like this. Charging Valk, charging Trickster. Wrong order because of the block, so I should have... no, but this one didn't die to Bungee Plumber. What? I don't think you guys are right. I think this one had 5 health and was only taking 2. I don't know what you guys are talking about, actually. Alright, this looks really cool because it counters so much here. Starslayer is a really good card. I don't think it's OP. I don't think it's like broken, but it's a really solid, very fun. I love Starchlord right now. People suggested I might do this next stream, do a Starchlord tier list. Do you guys like that? So it's going to be a tier list of all the roots, everything you can get from Starchlord, and then how good they are conjuring them from Starchlord with a Starchlord on the board. Those are going to be the criteria. Bro just rolled us, but I think that's going to set up the big boy. Oh, he's giving us a lane too, bro. There's another lane. So it's going to be just... Well, it's going to be 14 damage. Yeah, it's guaranteed lethal. Got him. Whoops, this might have been a mistake. But it's going to be... It would have been 16. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I should have just at least thought about before rocketing there. But yep, it's going to be the Valk finish here. Love to see it. Easy. But yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before. Now that Star Slurred is a really good card, I think people would appreciate. People have been begging for the tier list. So yeah, I'm on. Lots more. It's more than this. I did it my way. Regrets. I'd like to get a minion to play for the Quasar, but having a teleport against Wall Knight is always good. I'm gonna just keep this hand. Maybe you get rid of the Quasar there? Doesn't really matter. I'm overthinking it. We have the answer to ramp. Oops, no, not Bungie. We're gonna draw into an activator for Quasar, so. Beam me up. Perfect. I mean, this really is one of the best things we could have gotten there. It's so important just for the... Not just because it's a trick that's a minion, that whole thing. It's just sort of for the continuity of this deck. Like, you have a turn 1 play, you have to have a good turn 2. Without Beam Me Up, like, I don't know. I was running, like, Cosmic Scientist for the Conjure synergy. It was cool, but it wasn't good enough. Because just playing Cosmic Scientist on turn 2 is like a game-losing play. Because they can just develop so much stuff. They can develop ramp, which this not only doesn't die to ramp, it hard counters, you know, Twin Sunflower and stuff like that. There's so many, they can just play like Wild Berry. There's so many things they can develop on 2 that are just going to be huge problems. Even like Banana Launcher, like this is fine into Banana Launcher. Cosmic Scientist is most certainly not. Now I think I'm gonna... Well, see, teleports are really good against Wall Knight. It's actually like sort of one of the... good against Gravestones. He's not great against teleporting, though. He's good against big minions. I think we're just gonna play patiently here and hold these teleports, man. It's not like we're buffing a Trickster in our hand. We'll have uses for the test. It's not like we're never gonna be able to use them. I guess we slightly play around Cuke, which is a super common card these days. I don't know why. Yep, just between Bungie and Acid Rain. I'm singing Frank Sinatra the whole day. I don't know why. I know why. So I'm ready to go back to the Philippines, that's why. The hell? Okay, I don't know. Is pressure good? I don't think we spend Bungie here. Nope. Let's get the Valk going here. So we had Banana Split, which is a Mega Grow card. So he got that from... That was his fruit. This was his fruit and his flower he got from the cross-pollination. Without the little conjured by text, it gets really confusing. But anyway, alright. I'd love to see the Gatekeeper here. He's like milled anyway. We got backup dancers with Valk. I guess that's fine. Very below average superpowers. Each and every way, what's more than my way. For what is a man? What has he got? Fry Sinatra. Yes, we are going to complete the bet since we're 6-0. Cool. Could just bungee and go face for 4. It's totally fine. I can also rock wall this so it lives. Bro. Okay. Ow. I think we are gonna try to go face for 4 here though. Why not? So it's gonna be weird. But we'll bungee. Okay, now we're burning a teleport. Having 3 is too much. Another bungee. And we'll keep the Conjure going. So this is 4. There's just gonna be a point where Valk doesn't even have to be that big. It only needs to be 6 now. So we just have to like clear a lane. And we'll be good. I guess like bungee in 1 and then just teleport Valk the next turn. I don't know. Should I have just spam bungees to his face? Nah, getting 4 was good. That was worth 2 bungees for sure. Okay. Armed and dangerous? Do I teleport this in? It looks cool. Alright. We're teleporting it in. So it's gonna be teleport, you, and bungee, I guess. No frenzy, unfortunately. But who knows? Have we seen this conjure a trick yet? Bro, cringe. With all these little minions on the board, this also just is really good. Okay. See what the teleport gives us. Rocket. Honestly, just this working on this wingnut is really cool. Besides for everything else that's happening here. You live. Yeah, no need to bungee yet. I like it. So the wingnut will be down to 3 here. Splash. This did 10. Crazy. Hell yeah. This is great. Okay. Shark. So we'll give him Quasar. We'll probably just give him Shark. Ice Moon, are you kidding me? Okay, that's so good. Right? Because we can just do it here. It's 7 damage. Between Ice Moon, this card dying, and bungee to face, we should just have the victory here. We'll see if he has a Shamrocket. Or a... Yeah. Or a Shamrocket. Yeah, so we're really just looking for... Oh, you're so annoying. We're looking for Mustache Monument. I think... Is teleporting and looking for it here, is that good? Oh, wait. Oh, we have Ice Moon Teleport Valk. Never mind. This costs 0 because of the Gatekeeper. So that's guaranteed lethal. It doesn't matter. Wingnut, I don't care, man. Correct. Yes. Hell yeah. Awesome. Not bad. That'll be the highlight intro. It's the synergy between the Gatekeeper and the Valk. We're going for that 8-0 here. Let's do it! Here's Captain. One hero that almost beat us before. Since I was being cocky. We're so good against aggro decks. No. Bungee? Yes! Yes! Especially with Trickster in hand, it's so huge. I probably should have gotten rid of the Quasar there, though. With summoning, Quasar just became good. So we summoning that. Okay, what if we don't? What if we go past, we'll play 2, 3, 4. Alright, yeah. This is so much safer. Because now we summoning Quasar and he can get like the wild berry. He can actually start doing some things. But this is like super safe. Okay, now we can summoning. It's a proactive summoning. Do it on heights because of Chimney Sweep, and wow-wee! That's a summoning! Damn! Didn't deserve that. Yep, so just Gatekeeper. Just Mustache Monument, not bad. Because of all the everything we're drawing, we really just... We don't need anything except for Mustache Monument here. Sizzles this instead of the Gatekeeper, we'll take it. Sizzle the summoning instead of really like the engine of the deck. Let's go. Okay. So do we go Gatekeeper or do we go like Quasar? I'm feeling second Gatekeeper. High health minions against Captain Combustible. I could have one more Sizzle, I guess. Other than that, we got Bungie. It's a Sizzle. Totally fine. Awesome. Again, saving the Bungies, we'll be able to play this very easily later defensively. No need to, like, rush the Trickster here. I love that. So we'll go Quasar. Have some heals, have some freeze. Get some card draw, why not? And we still have Bungie and freeze. So safe at 20 health. Maybe 24 health. Oh, he's going for it! He's going for it! Missed! Oh, come on. Alright. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to Bungie your ass. This is such a great answering superpower, too, and that's hitting all the lanes. It's just, like, buys us a whole turn. It's almost like a Wall Knight super, just, like, protecting you completely for a whole turn. It's even better than, way better than Wall Knight super. Because you're winning trades, too. So, probably this is the right turn to burn a teleport. We're at 20 health. We can't even heal. But we can teleport this in defensively. Okay. Pair of Paris. See what we get. Thinking Cap ain't bad. Love it. Come on, I don't know. Rockwall's pretty good. We could also Bungie here. I'm just trying to think, like, the Bungie will kill this next turn. Rockwall will give this 8. It's not great. We also could just let this die and go face for 3. We don't really need more cards right now. Alright. So we'll Bungie this next turn and we'll develop the Neptuna now. Proccing the block. Setting up the, Actually, what turn was this? It was 5, so 6 will have 3 and 4. We're still going to be one off for the Trickster here, right? This wasn't turn 6. No, this is turn 5. Right? I'm just trying to think if freezing there would have made Trickster guarantee lethal. Because that's fine. Yeah. Oh, now it is turn 7. Oh yeah, I missed lethal. I just ran out of time on the play, it's okay. So we're going to play you, heal our face, and just play, well, just not die here, and we got the Mustache Monument Trickster. Locked and loaded. What is happening in the chat? I'm gonna go face. Alright, guys. And that'll do it. It's so powerful, man. Mustache Monument. This probably is the actual shining era for Valk Trickster Hybrid again because of the Triceratops and Black Eyed Pea nerfs. It's like most of the counters of the deck are just bad now. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, and that'll make it 8-0. Alright guys, so that is going to be the new version, the Conjure version of Valk Trickster Hybrid. Obviously it's going on YouTube. If you want to see more decks like this, be sure to subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, this is Fry. Huh? Hell yeah, it's going on YouTube. Guys, can we chill a little bit in the chat, please? I feel like we have some people and then vigilantes, and I don't know what's going on. It's more than this. I did it my way. I'm not seeing it. I think you guys should leave tricks alone. I'm not seeing anything in the chat history that's warranting any of this kind of reaction, guys. Just chill. Please. Yeah, guys, just chill. Nothing happened. I don't get it. He said, I like pollen. Doesn't... The hell? This doesn't mean anything. Alright, let's go. We're gonna do bets for the daily. If you think we're gonna win the daily, vote yes. If you think we're gonna lose the daily, vote no. I'm gonna take a 1-minute break and come back and do it. Prediction starts now. You guys in one. I know he's a man. What does he got? Alright, let's keep it going here. Super Brains has a dangerous Captain Flameface in his hand. Bro. Do we keep this? Alright. Alright, we got Meteor. Doubled mint? Is this always Swashbuckler? It's probably good no matter what, right? We can Meteor it next turn. In fact, if he plays Flameface in 3, we'll just go Meteor and Coffee Grounds, and it'll really good play. This goes up to 2-4. It grows more than the Swash does, so like who cares? Pretty good. Opinions on final mission now. It did hurt the fact that it can't go face, but I think it's still an okay card. It's mostly, it kind of always was mostly a card you just run with Barrel of Deadbeards, and it still is. It's a nerf. It's not. I don't think it's as devastating as people make it out to be, bro. I think we're just going face here, and it's also gonna give 2 shots to our, it's more damage than the banana. It's giving 2 shots to our... Did this grow? Well, yeah, this gets 1/1 when it evolves. I forgot about that. They still haven't fixed this card, though, man. Kind of silly. Yeah, the only real play here is the potted, so we'll do it. Oh, we're taking so much heat from this flame face, though. Yeah, I haven't been streaming Friday content. We did play for the Patreon gaming this week. We played 99 Nights in the Forest, a really fun Roblox survival game. I think we're going to take the 7, because then we... Of course he blocked. I don't know if we're going to win this daily, guys. Okay. Jesus, come on. Okay, it's actually not that bad. We have to kill this, though. Top priority. So, we could just go with the poison oak. We could also develop banana and then play this here, I guess. It's not a whole lot that goes wrong here unless he has Super Brain Super. Alright, let's do it like this. Deadly. Okay. At least the flame face is dead, so the Viking does not hit face here. I'm scared. They're doing 2. Plus 2. Okay. I'm so scared. Punji's cool. What do I do here? So we just play defense. So sad. It's okay. We're just taking 2 damage here. It steals 1 charge from the block meter, so sad. We're making a couple good trades. We can always Berry Blast that. We win the trade in 3 and 4. We just have to not die in the earlier lanes, and we should be okay here. You already used Super? How should I know that? Okay. So, Berry Blast. Do we play the pot? Probably, because most of our superpowers will make us win. Super will make us win, and Biggin. Time to shine. In fact, they all make us win, right? Alright, got him. That was way too close. I feel like the flame face, if it was in just like a more right lane, we totally would have got wrecked there. We had no removal. That was brutal. Absolutely. Thank you, Miraclay. You're so nice. Such a sweet, positive human being, Miraclay. What can I say? Good luck with college. Alright. We are gonna be moving it on. Let's check the decks. Let's award the fries from the daily challenge. Should it free my way? What is this? The first deck is from Harry Van something. I did it my way. All my life. The answer is yes. Do 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 do. Imgur, alright. Do you think instead would be too strong if they actually fix it? No, I don't think it's gonna be too strong. I think it'll be a useful balanced card. And I'm really, really excited to make a new like mill freeze HG deck with it. I think it will actually create freeze. It's still not gonna be great because the only actual freeze synergy card on the zombie side is gonna be Cryo Yeti, but I think it's gonna open that up slightly, which is great. I love new strats, you know? It'll be a decent card to teleport in. It's mostly going to be with you Giganticus and Super Brains, because it's still a card you kind of have to teleport in for it to be good, but it's quite good when you teleport it in. Fry, which restaurant has the best fries? So I really like... Well, I don't eat a lot of French fries. I don't eat a lot of cooking oil, but when I'll eat a French fry, I don't like from the fast food places. It feels like, for me, it tastes... I didn't grow up eating fast food, any McDonald's, Burger King, any of that growing up. I kept kosher. But for me, like, a great French fry is not a fast food one. Those just taste like mashed potatoes for me. It's going to be more like a real homemade French fry, like, you know, cut nice thick potatoes, maybe the kind they'll make at like some bars. I'm trying to think if I had any. I can't remember like where I've had a good French fry before, but like nice thick potatoes, they're double fried, they're salted, simple and more pure and higher quality, you know, and not like the little thin ones. You want like them to be thick and crunchy. All right, so Harry Van Dale, Conjure Dino House. So you're running potted and potato, and then you're running a bunch of cards that grow. Not quite running Leafy Synergy, but instead you're running dinosaurs with Captain. The only thing I would probably do for this deck is run Espresso Fiesta instead of Plant Food. It'll be really good as a finisher for these cards. But it's okay with the Plant Food. In general, you're running high quality cards. Pretty good deck. This one seems a little questionable, the Flame Pea. Wonder if there's something better than that. Probably just Fireweed. Fireweed would also just give you a way to cover opponents' environments. If you have any of those. I don't understand your message you wrote. Sorry. It's Not Zoro is next. Aqua Ramp. Amphibious. Yeah, I wanted to make an amphibious Rose deck. I don't think I'm going to do it with... I'm really trying to avoid Sunny Shroom. Because this really isn't... you know, you don't have... doesn't have any great amphibious cards in her solar class to complement the Smarty. Doesn't have any Marine Beans or anything like that. However, it's just really adding Sunny Shroom to a amphibious deck, which I'm sure this is fine. It's also like ramp amphibious with Brainana, which is crazy. And this looks like a great deck. I'm not gonna do it though, because I'm so done with Sunny Shroom. Amy the Sheetanist. What does that mean, by the way? Is it like hedonist, but you added a she at the beginning? I guess that's what it is. Oh, the Shedonist. Okay, that makes sense. Trickadon. It's Stompedon Trickster. You're running card draw with, well, not a lot of card draw, but you're running the Leprechaun. It's going to be really hard to get these pots. I wonder if the Leprechaun, like, you could run Lurch for Lunch in this deck. Maybe instead of the Cryo Brains, which would fit with the Stompedon. It would fit with the pots of gold you're trying to dig for. I would say do it. I don't think you need Cryo Brain. It's nice, I guess, to play turn 3 Stompedon. It is really nice, but other than that... Anyway, that's what I would do. This way is fine, though. This looks pretty good. You're really all in on the Stompedon Trickster here. I'm just not so sure about the Leprechaun. I would probably, instead of Leprechaun, just run like Gladiator. A little bit more defense. And Gladiator works well with it. Gladiator would justify the escape through time. Run Gladiator instead of Leprechaun if you want to make the deck better. Period. Because Gladiator on 1, you can start protecting it on turn 2. It's so good. Apocalypse. This is from Strange Burb, the sponsor of today's idea. Nut House. So you're going pot with Go Nuts. See, I don't think Admiral is going to be right in this deck. Go Nuts with Bonk Choy is kind of interesting. I don't think Admiral and then Black Eyed Pea are going to be good at all. I think maybe just run more like... you have ones already, so run an extra Bonk Choy, run a few, like 3 Cabbage Pulse. I know they're team-ups. I wonder if there's any better team-ups to run, though. It's part of the problem. It's always hard making decks with Go Nuts, because then you have to start forcing yourself to run team-ups. But even, I think Shellery would be better than Admiral here with only 2 beans in the deck, you know? Maybe Cattail also instead of the Black Eyed Pea. More team-up synergy. It's tough. No commenters next. But yeah, doing that with Potted Powerhouse is cool. No, 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 no. Mm-hmm. Next one is Miraclay. Da, 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 da. Time to chill. So you're running anti-trick, anti-bonus attacks. The Bucket Bay doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think these finishers are going to be good enough, to be honest. You're stalling and then trying to get traits. Maybe like instead of defensive ends, be running things that are a little bit more powerful, a little more power. Even like Viking or Mechasaur. Then you can control them. I wouldn't run Bucket Bay. I'd run Black Hole for sure. It's way better. And next, Rishnu. This is Immorticia. So, with a limited collection, I'm just going to rate the cards in terms of how good they are. You're running Mustache Waxer with almost no mustaches in the deck, so I don't know if that's going to be worth it. You have just these mustaches. Probably better if you have any Brady Cats would be a better card. Running Beam Me Up's pretty good quality. You don't necessarily want the Energy Drink Zombie. As many Area 22s as you can add to this deck would make it better. The card I would add instead of some of this fluff is Alien Ooze. That will give you a big removal card. Either Alien Ooze or Rocket Science if you have any of those. So get rid of Mustache Waxer and Energy Drink and add in some big removal cards. Yep. Alright. Guys, I'm gonna go. Have a happy Saturday. No commentary, you know exactly why I skipped yours. I will not talk about it. Do 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 do. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Stream on Sunday. Try to make it happen. I skipped a deck on purpose, yes. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday.